Russ Keene became the Kahok head baseball coach in 1978 and started scheduling games against the elite Chicago schools to change the program's mentality and prove the Kahawks could compete at the state level. And it worked. In 1979, a young Kahawks team fell one game short of the state tournament. The stage was set for the 1980 season and expectations were high.
The foundation was set with this team way back in our freshman year, but with our junior year, after the disappointing loss in the sectionals, we were one out away from going then. We knew we had a very good opportunity.
We played together for a while, like through Corey League and freshman, sophomore, junior. So we knew we had what it took, and everybody worked really hard.
The team waltzed through the regular season with a record of 26-4-1 and a Southwestern Conference championship. The Kahawks breezed through regional and sectional competition with solid pitching, strong defense, and clutch hitting. Now the team was headed to the state baseball tournament in Springfield, where no Kahawk had been since 1949. In the state tournament, the Kahawks beat a tough Oak Forest team 3-2 in the quarterfinals.
We had Oak Forest to play first, and they had a pitcher that got drafted by the Yankees.
About 6'5", left-hander, and he was 17-0 and had been drafted that year. So I remember just before the game, Coach Keene came back from exchanging lineups at the plate, and he told us that their coach had decided to save Bartolomucci for game 2.
Oak Forest decided to sit him because they decided they were going to beat us that first game and keep him for the second game.
And Coach looked at us all and said, let's not give him a game 2.
The Kahawks faced arch rival Edwardsville in the semifinals.
Edwardsville and Collinsville in the semifinals of the AA Boys State IHSA tournament.
It was a wild game that lasted 3.5 hours, and the Kahawks emerged victorious by a score of 12-7.
Pitch to Wilson. Bouncing ball right side, make it through. It does, a base hit. Rounding third to runner, coming home before the plate. He is safe.
The Kahawks pounded 15 hits, with Todd Miller and Barry Wilson collecting 3 hits each. Mike Heflin, Vince Plantz, and Scott Carson each had 2 hits. Heflin hit a 2-run homer in the 7th inning to add some insurance, and Mark Campbell relieved Jeff McDaniel on the mound to seal the win.
Mike Heflin steps in. He is 1 for 4 today. 426 hitter, the right fielder for the Collinsville Kahawks. Hellman at the belt, checks the runner at first, no lead at all. The pitch, a high fly ball, deep to left, way back it is. Gone, a home run from Mike Heflin over the 360-foot mark. Mike Heflin took it downtown, a 2-run homer, and the Kahawks now lead 10-5. Oh, he hit that ball, and he leaps in the air as he comes down from third base to the plate. The whole Kahawk team out to greet him.
The Kahawks had a tall task in facing Bartonville Limestone at 29-8. The Kahawks would not be deterred. They never trailed during the game and coasted to a 7-3 victory. Campbell pitched 5 shutout innings in the win.
Coach Keene was certainly, he had a lot of confidence in us as a team. He had a very calming approach, never too excited. And I think that kind of played off on us as a team. We never really were rattled.
The Kahawks were crowned the 1980 Illinois Class AA champions with a final record of 33-4-1. Mark Campbell was the unanimous tournament MVP, winning all 3 games and pitching 16 innings in 2 days. Barry Wilson, Todd Miller, Vince Plantz, and Mike Heflin were named to the all-tournament team. Campbell, whose fastball was clocked at 72 miles per hour, finished the season with a record of 15-0 with a 1.27 ERA. He won 22 games in a row to end his career.
He was an amazing pitcher. I mean, he was in the strike zone almost every pitch. If he wasn't in the strike zone, it was because I called for the pitch out of the strike zone. He just throwed strikes. He kept the ball at a good location where hitters couldn't hit the ball.
Mike Heflin finished the season with a .411 batting average and set school records with 10 home runs and 45 runs batted in. Coach Russ Keene was named Coach of the Year by the Illinois High School Baseball Coaches Association.
Coach Keene treated us with incredible respect, and we were almost friends as opposed to coaches and players.
To be part of that history in Collinsville is certainly special. It'd certainly be a lot more special if Coach Keene was around to share this with us.